guys, welcome back to Crazy Dave's Kitchen. What do I got for you today? I got something that's gonna blow your taste buds away. What is it? It's freeze-dried cheesecake. Now, if you go to Google, you're gonna find all kinds of different recipes or ideas on how to do cheesecake. You go to Costco or whatever and pick up a pre-made cheesecake. You slice it up, it's really messy, put it into your freeze-dried trays, and there you go. It's a time-consuming process. But I decided to simplify it, and we're gonna make it 100% homemade. We got the cream cheese, we've got the cream, we've got the graham crackers, we've got it all here, and I'm gonna put it together, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is to make freeze-dried cheesecake. All right, so one of the first things we're gonna do is we gotta make the crust still, even though we're not building it as a crust, but it is an essential ingredient. So we're gonna take 2 packages of graham crackers, okay, so it's 2 of them. It comes out to about 18 or 19 sheets, because I think each one of these is like 9 sheets or so. And they call them sheets. We're gonna go ahead and put them into the Vitamix. We're gonna lightly mix that up. I want that to be nice and powdery. Then we're gonna go ahead and do the next step. One of the things I forgot to mention is I'm not using my regular Vitamix container. I have this little attachment. It's for doing like dry herbs or dry ingredients. I guess the blade's a little bit different, so we're gonna use that to go ahead and crush these graham crackers. Now this is what it looks like once they've gone through the Vitamix in the blender, nice and crumbed. You can even use a food processor, just get it really nice and as much powdered form as possible. Next, we're gonna add 2/3 cup of packed brown sugar, just dump that in there, okay? Then we're gonna go ahead and grab a fork. We're just gonna lightly stir that up and blend it together. Next, we're gonna take 1½ sticks of butter, and we're gonna melt that, okay? We're gonna throw it in the microwave real quick. So that's basically the equivalent of, it's gonna be about 12 tablespoons of butter. So easier just to remember 1½ sticks. We're gonna melt that, and then we're gonna go ahead and add it into the bowl. Now I've got the melted butter here. We're just going to slightly pour that in. Just kind of let it sit there. All right. Now, what I'm going to do now is take my fork, and I just want to lightly blend it in here. Just a little bit, okay? Then we're going to take the mixer, and we're going to mix it up. It's going to kind of get a little on a, kind of like a Play-Doh side, okay? So let's go ahead and put that fork off to the side. And now we're going to go ahead and grab the mixer here, and we're going to mix it up. And then once you're done mixing it, you'll see it's kind of like a powder, almost like a Play-Doh. And if you need to use a bigger bowl, if you need to, but just get it nice and blended. And then once you get it nice and good like that, come back with the fork, and then just kind of go through it. Now, in this case, having some of the graham cracker crumbs a little bit bigger than others doesn't really matter in this case, because again, this is going to go into the actual mixture itself, but that is what it looks like. Set that off to the side. Now we're going to go ahead and make the actual cheesecake itself. Okay, so the next step is to weigh the cream cheese. So I put my bowl here on the scale there, and I zeroed it out. So once I start adding the cream cheese to it, it's gonna give it to me. So I want a combined total of 32 ounces. So that's basically, I want 2 pounds on my scale, okay? So you just use your, big spatula or whatever, and just get that in there. And that's why we like to buy the big tubs of this, because that's gonna give you your 32 ounces, or the equivalent of your 2 pounds of cream cheese. So let's get the 2 pounds weighed, and I'll bring you back. All right, so now I got 2 pounds of the cheesecake or the cream cheese in here. The next step we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and add 2 cups of sugar. Dump that in there, that's already been pre-measured. Then we're gonna go ahead and add in 3 cups of heavy whipping cream. Add that there. And you can go ahead and let that just hang there for a little bit. Then we're going to go ahead and add about 3 teaspoons of vanilla. And then we're going to add a little bit of some fresh lemon juice. I just got done adding the vanilla. So now we're gonna add the lemon juice, and it recommends, or highly recommends, going with the fresh because it's just better. What I like to do is use a half a lemon, which is about the equivalent. Take a fork, stab it in the middle, and now you're gonna squeeze it and rotate the fork. And as you're doing that, you'll see all this juice start coming out. And just keep rotating it. And there you go. I mean, that's how the easiest way to squeeze a lemon. Now, what you can do with this when you're all done is take that lemon, okay, and put it on a plate, throw it in your microwave, and that way you can go ahead and clean your microwave. Quick, easy, simple step on that one. So now all the ingredients have been added into the mixture. It's time to give this a good whipping. So we're going to use the blender here. We're going to blend that up until it's nice and creamy and it looks like a cheesecake. Then we're going to go ahead and add in the crust that we made. Get that in there. And in fact, actually, let's do it differently. Let's just go ahead and put that cream in, or that crust in there right now. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Dump it in there. A little bit fell off the side. Little mess here. Looks like we're going to be cleaning that counter pretty good tonight. All right, it's all in there. Now we're going to go ahead and mix it up. Now it's time to go ahead and just mix this thing up. And just rotate it. Get it nice and mixed. And again, it's going to take you a couple minutes to get it, move the bowl around, get that cream nice and stirred in there. You're going to put it on high and just get it nice and mixed up. The cream will start to set. That's what the whole purpose of that heavy whipping cream is, because we want to kind of like thicken it up a little bit. So I'm going to keep mixing this up, and I'll bring you back when it's done. All right, guys, that's what it looks like when it's all said and done. Here's the cool thing about it. This is a no-bake recipe. I forgot to mention that. So you don't have to bake this. That's what even makes it easier. With this right now, you don't have to freeze dry it. You can go ahead and add it to some, pre-crusted pie tin if you want, and set it in the fridge and serve it, and you got a really, really good graham cracker flavored cheesecake. You can eat it straight out of the bowl. You can do whatever you want with it. But now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and load these into the freeze-dried trays for the next step. All right, guys, the next step is to now take the cheesecake mixture, okay, and we're going to spread it evenly across all 4 of the freeze-dried trays. Okay, so for illustration purposes, I only loaded 1 tray right now. So then what I do is I use these really cool like molds or tray dividers that I got from freezedryingsupplies.com. So now once I lay the cream cheese or the cheesecake into the tray, I lay this down like so, and then you push it down. And you'll see how it's going in there. Push it down all the way. Now, if you want, you can actually go through and top these off. It doesn't bother me. I'm going to leave them exactly like that. Then I'm going to go ahead and fill up the rest of the tray before we move on to the next step. All right, so now I did all 4 trays. I used the dividers from freezedryingsupplies.com, and I also used the lids that I got from Harvest, okay? And they're really nice. They stack, and it makes it very easy for me to stack them on top of each other, because now we're gonna go ahead and put these in the freezer overnight, then the freeze dryer in the morning. All right, guys, now we're back into the garage, okay? Behind me, the freezer. Over here, the freeze dryer. In that freezer, if you remember, we've got the cheesecake. That's right, the frozen cheesecake now. Now we're gonna go ahead and freeze dry. So let me go ahead and open this freezer up. I've got the trays right here. I'm just gonna put them right here to empty the freezer. And they're actually really cold, so be careful when you handle these so you don't get frostbite, because they are super cold. All right, let's go ahead and close that big freezer. Now, the freeze dryer, I did go ahead and close the valves. I did go ahead and turn it on so it's preparing for the freeze drying mode. And I'm using normal settings. Right now, we're just gonna simply take the lid off, if you can get it off. because they're, they're kind of frozen on there. Let's see, there we go. Just pop that off. And that is what it looks like. Let's bring that to the camera here. Once they're all frozen, beautifully done. And we're gonna go ahead and pop those into the freeze dryer. And I'll see you when they're done. It's been about 48 hours now that the cheesecake has been in the freeze dryer. So let me go out to the garage, I'll grab them, and I'll meet you back in the kitchen. All right, guys, so now they're out of the freeze dryer into the kitchen. Let's take a look at that. These are all 4 trays. We're gonna zoom in on here, look at that. That's beautiful. Now you'll see that the dividers are still in play. Now we're gonna go ahead and remove the dividers. This is how simple it is to move the dividers. So let's go ahead and grab this one right here, bring it a little bit toward the camera, and just lift them up. We're gonna pop it out, and the whole divider system just pretty much pops out. Then what you're gonna do is start lifting these up. And it's that easy to get these out of the tray. Look at that. Boom. And we're just gonna go ahead and do it to all 4 of them. Then I'll pack them up and, we'll eat them, enjoy them, give them away. Well, there you go, guys. That's how you can make an easy, no-bake cheesecake in the freeze dryer. Simple, easy, not even really that messy, and you don't have to worry about going to the store and spending an arm and a leg buying the cheesecake either way from Costco or you buy it from the Cheesecake Factory. They're what, 20 bucks minimum? And you can't even fill up all 4 trays. With my recipe, it's almost the same price, give or take, but less mess, and you get more. In fact, I still got some leftover stuff that I can make maybe another half a batch, give or take. But again, guys, that's how quick, easy, and simple, and delicious to make your own homemade cheesecake. Now, a little side note, if you want to up it a little bit, you can add some strawberries. You can add maybe a little bit of cinnamon, but get a cinnamon cheesecake. You can add some blueberries, whatever you like, whatever flavor cheesecake that you adore. You can add those ingredients to my recipe and make it your own. Well, thanks for watching Crazy Dave's Kitchen. I'll see you next time.